Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's get started. So as usual, I already did my brows. I have concealed underneath them, but I haven't really primed my eyes because today we're going to do something very simple. Of course, we're going to do okay, not simple, I mean simple on the eyes, but it's going to be a very full coverage look. I want to look flawless skinned. This has slightly something to do with my last video because I wasn't really happy with how my skin was looking, and I know it can be better. So that's what we're going to do. And this is the Urban Decay. Just look at it. There you go. Today's look is going to be very simple in terms of the eyes. I just want to use one, at most two products for my eyes because I know someone asked me to do a very simple makeup tutorial, and I don't know, I don't do simple. I enjoy complexity in makeup, like learning to achieve new heights. So this is basically my contour and bronzer. It's so broken up, like it's even shameful. I was going to show you guys, and it just spilled all over my Morphe palette. Black Opal. Number 4, please help. If anyone knows where I can find Black Opal again, please let me know because it is the best. Like, just wait and see. So I'm just going to use this shade all over the crease, maybe even all over the eyelid. You know, I just want something very simple. Honestly, I know I can get Black Opal in Kenya because this one I also got it in Kenya. Actually, I think I got it at Junction. So you will be seeing me there by the 2nd of December to get me another one. I mean, look at that. This is not even eyeshadow, but just look how natural that looks. Like, it doesn't look like I have on too much, and it's just one shade. Just blending out that one shade is enough for me right now. Something very light because I want to take some photographs that are going to be official, so I don't want to look like I'm doing too much, but I also don't want to look like I just woke up, you know. So I want to go in with my concealer, but not the lightest one like I usually do for cut creases, because this is not that. In fact, I wouldn't even need a cut crease because I'm just going to take a little bit and put it on my lid like that. This look for like a no makeup look, but then I don't think I'm good at no makeup looks because when I wear makeup, you'll know I'm wearing makeup, okay? And I'm okay with that. I'm not going to be spending my time seated here and you can't clock this. Like, I want you to see, because this is artistry to me. That's the thing. So I'm going to go back in with the same brush and just... And I realized I'm not the only one who can't talk during an eye tutorial, because, you know, you're making that weird face like, how am I supposed to continue conversation like this? Okay, maybe with time, you know, but for now this is extremely difficult for me to do. And I'm supposed to be talking about how 2019 was worse than 2020 for me personally, and I am busy blending out shadows. So I'm setting the concealer just with my translucent Laura Mercier powder in Deep. Okay, going in with my Time Balm primer. So like I said, 2019, my guys, was a hell of a year for me. Like, and the reason why it was so difficult is because there was a lot of growth for me happening in that year. I was undergoing an involuntary gap year because of choices that I made when I was in university in Sacramento. So I had to leave and I had a gap year. And looking at it now in hindsight, it was a blessing in disguise because I don't think I was ready then. I think I was just too excited by the idea of university and living alone, just college life, and I wasn't ready for all that it could be, and just like how no one is really going to follow up on you and it's just you. I wasn't ready for all that, to be honest, but I didn't know that at the time, so I messed up. And then I had the gap year. So during the gap year, my sister graduated from my high school. We traveled to South Africa together.
And it went like...
I got to be there for her graduation. I got to be there for my cousins in North Carolina. So there was a lot of growth happening in that year for me. But then one thing I will say is that growth is never easy. It is not easy, and if it was... What do you mean if it was?
I just wanted to add a little side note here. I did everyone's makeup, mine, my mom's, my cousin here, and of course the graduate, sorry. Oh, and my aunt.
Okay, this is just a little bit of moisture because my chin was looking kind of dry. And then, yeah, I just finished that little sample, and today we're going to try another sample. This was the Biossance, and I think I'm going to get it because squalane is actually very good, very moisturizing, and like I said, Netherlands wind dry. So yeah. Okay, now that I think I am evenly primed, maybe I could do more, but now I am going to spot correct. I'm really liking this setup, so I don't know what I'm going to do when I move to another room because I'm moving in January. I'm going to have my own little bed-sitter studio because right now I'm not really in a bed-sitter studio. I'm sort of sharing the apartment with 3 other people, but I just get to be myself. And I'm looking forward to that. Okay? I really am. So, what was I saying about 2019 and 2018 being a rough stroke hard stroke harsh year? As I blend out this little spot, I actually got these spots because I haven't been scrubbing my face. I haven't gotten a good scrub here, so I haven't scrubbed my face in a while, so there's a lot of dead skin. So I did a scrub today, a DIY scrub, and honestly I feel like I can see a difference in my skin. I feel like I look brighter. Like there's just like a layer has just come off. I mean, of course it wasn't like a physical layer, but it's more psychological, I feel good then, I look good. So as I'm stippling, not really rubbing because I don't want it to go away completely, I just need to hide the blemishes in the spot because we are looking for full coverage today, honey. Full coverage. Oh my god, can I stick to the topic? What is wrong with me? Let me just say this quick while I look crazy before it escapes my mind, okay? Yes, 2020 is hard. It's been hard for a lot of people, for millions, and not just, I mean, everywhere, globally, of course. But there has also been a small, okay, I wouldn't say small, there is a growing number of people who are seeing the opportunities, not capitalistically, but I mean, just like opportunities for self-growth during this time, which I feel like is very important, it's very crucial. And I had that moment too earlier in the year, around June, when I was moving, when I went to Thailand, because as soon as Corona hit Leeuwarden, her mom was like, to the left, to the left, all the way to Schiphol Airport. That's how you know I'm going home. And the Kenyan is just, it comes back like riding a bike. Let me not even say that. I just learned how to ride a bike. I know I am bragging like I've been doing it for years. I learned during Corona. And that's something else that can be said too about personal growth, because I mean, as soon as I got here, as soon as my mom and I got here in February, we realized how big a riding culture the Netherlands has. I never knew. So now I'm going into my 355 coconut. This is Maybelline Fit Me, and that's what I use when I want full coverage, okay? I'm going to be layering all my foundations at once first, and then I blend them out. So I'm going to look crazy for a little bit, but it's okay. So like I said about this involuntary gap year, I got to travel a little bit. I was so blessed to travel. So blessed that my mom would let me travel after what I'd done. I'm so sorry, mom, again, if you're watching this, because I know my mom subscribes to my YouTube channel. I hope you never watch this, but if you do, I am so sorry. And thank you for everything. Again, my mom is the best. People who are using this time in Corona to grow themselves, grow their business, find a new passion, start cooking, learn how to ride a bike, do something to improve yourself now while you have the time. I know that people who have kids, people who don't have work, so it's very hard to see the positive side. I'm not saying if you have kids you can't see the positive side. I'm just saying if you have kids and you're at home and you're working, it's very hard to have time for yourself, and therefore hard to do some personal development, because that requires some time away from other people. It requires self-reflection. It needs some time and focus, and it's hard to have that when you have kids. I'm not saying like I know, I'm just saying I have cousins, so I feel like it's practically the same thing. So, speaking of personal development, like I was saying, I learned how to ride a bike, and so did my mom, because actually it was her idea. We both knew we wanted to learn, but I wasn't really looking, I wasn't as active. And then she found this place, and it seemed to be like in the middle of nowhere in Bangkok. And I was like, who is going to teach us how to ride a bike to African women in the streets of Thailand? And oh my god, my tutor was amazing. I actually got a person to correction, my mother got a person to actually teach me how to ride a bicycle. And the whole process of it was, you sort of just learn how to balance on it without the pedals until you can sort of glide, like moving your feet across like this. Then eventually you can sort of mimic the cycling motion, and then he'll put the pedals and then you go. And that's literally what happened. In like 4 or 5 lessons, I was shooketh. Shook it to the core. Okay, I said I would layer first and then blend. So why did I blend? Pourquoi? Anyway, so I had that here, and then I'm going in with the That was a save. Okay. So this foundation is a bit darker, so that's why I'm using it. It's not contour, okay? I'm layering my contour before you start looking at me like I'm crazy contouring with foundation. Which I know some people do, by the way. For example, if you have really light skin, you get like a foundation like this, it's going to contour you, you know? If you put it in the right places. Today I'm using a lot of my fingers in doing this. I don't know why. Just feel like, you know, really playing in the makeup, you know, with my hands. Why am I lifting the body shop foundation like that? I really feel like just digging in because it's been such a difficult day academically. It's been a difficult week emotionally. Like, all day has just been hard. You see, and then sometimes I do that and then I wipe off my brow like I did in the last video, and I'm not going to let that happen again.